How you doing, Duff here? I'm here with my 2019 Tesla Model 3, and I'm going to try to fix a problem. That is the problem. Alright, I have you sitting on top of my older, pretty shitty Canon camera that I'm going to hopefully be using for part of this. But I'm going to be installing RimBlades. On the box it says the rim savers. I got them from, I believe it was RimBladesUSA.com. I'll have a link in the description below. But basically what this is a plastic rim saver that you put around your wheel to prevent road rash, or curb rash, I guess is the proper word for it. And I already had one close call where I did kind of touch it a little bit, very minorly. And the way that the wheels and tires on the Tesla are set up, the wheel protrudes a lot in front of the rubber. So if something hits a curb, it's going to be the wheel that takes the beating instead of the tire. So that's not really an ideal situation. So we're going to try to fix that. These rim savers come in a bunch of different colors. You can just make it black so it kind of blends in, but there's I bet about a dozen colors. I went with the silver. I'm going to get the silver because I thought it might be a nice contrast with the midnight silver color of the car. We'll see how it goes. Again, much like the console cover I did last week, this is something that's going to require patience, and that's not my favorite thing. So anyways, this has to start with washing the car. So let's do that. Just in case you were wondering, yes, I did summon the car out of the garage. Technically, you just have to wash the wheels, but might as well do it all, right? I'm sure I'll get criticism about my car washing technique. Normally I would wait till a little later in the day when this oak tree shades this entire area, but I want to get started on the project, so that's why I'm still doing it in partial sun, which is not great. One good thing is my house water is, I have whole house reverse osmosis, so it's pretty good for washing cars with. Here you go, just so someone can tell me that this is shitty stuff to wash your car with. Blue Coral Wash and Wax Concentrate. Just got in the car to park it and got a notification of another update. I just got one last week, so yeah, we got a new one coming. So I might as well let the car update while I'm doing this, right? 125 to go. Alright, welcome to my Canon Vixia, what is this? Canon Vixia HF R6000, I don't know. This is a camera, a point and shoot I've had for a while. Don't use it very often, but it's good because I got a tripod mounted and it zooms and all that kind of stuff. It's not good with wind noise, so that's why I'm using it. I'm in the garage, so I'm assuming I'm not going to have much wind noise. So when I got this kit from RimBlades, I opted for the auxiliary prep kit, which includes, this almost feels like magic eraser material, and isopropyl alcohol. Now, of course, isopropyl alcohol is something you can buy very cheaply. I think this kit cost like $10 or something like that. And since I'm a 3D printing guy, I have a lot of isopropyl alcohol already, so this may have been a little bit unnecessary, but I got it anyways. Because I'm watching, there's an installation video online for this, and it seems like, as is often the case when you're dealing with something that uses adhesive, preparation is the name of the game. Prep. You need to make sure that you prep correctly. So that's what we're going to try to do. Alright, so we have a bunch of cleaning towelettes in there. Here's the actual rim blade, the silver rim blade itself. And actually on the outside of the box it has basic instructions right on the outside. Wash the wheels with dish soap and water. It is highly recommended to clean the outer wheel lip with rubbing alcohol and shop towel prior to using wipes in the kit. Alright. Shop towel. Ouch! Ow! Oh. I forgot the frickin' road bike is right above my head. You see it? I just stood up into it like an idiot. Alright. There we go. Alright, so here's my isopropyl alcohol, and I guess I'm going to use these magic eraser things, and I'm just going to soak them and go around the edge, not only the outer edge but the edge right up top here, because it does sit on there as well. And like I said, prep is very important. I see a little bit of water down here. Water is not your friend. And they recommend just doing one wheel at a time for reasons that will become more clear as we go on here. Okay, you can see all the gunk coming off there. Alright, so this is like the kind of towel that you use. It's literally a shop towel that you buy at like AutoZone or a place like that. I'm folding it over and kind of sticking it above the rim. It really is crazy how much these rims protrude from the tire itself. Okay, that feels nice and dry. So it says dry the wheels with the shop towel. Yep. Alright, so after you use that, then you're supposed to move to the wipe. And be careful what you're opening here, because they have automotive adhesion packets, and they have... Oh, wait a second. I just heard the car. Sounds like the car just rebooted. Okay, yeah, they have the automotive... This is like primer. The packet's labeled automotive adhesion. But what you want is this VHB surface cleaner sachet. That's what you're going to use to clean it. So you're basically cleaning it a second time. And it says again to just focus on where the rim guard's going to go. So you want this surface, and then you want the surface right along the bead as well. So I'm just kind of pinching. Use a dry paper towel to ensure that the wheel surface is clean of all tire shine, wax, and dirt. So basically, you're doing the same thing again. You're cleaning it twice, and then you're going back again. They really want to make sure that this is clean. It feels clean, because you can feel it almost feels like squeaky clean, like it doesn't want to slide. So I would say that's pretty clean. Okay, so now you have to use the provided 3M primer to prep your wheels, one wheel at a time. So that is this automotive adhesion stuff, and you basically just apply it much like you did with the alcohol pad. And this is again to ensure the good adhesion of the rim guard. But this stuff, okay, no, apply it. This stuff you're supposed to let sit for 3 to 5 minutes to set up, but not more than 20 minutes. I'm not sure what happens at the 20-minute mark, but don't let it sit too long. The car's making all sort of noises. All right. Okay, there we go. Can you hear it? Can you hear it? All right. All right, I'll be back in 5 minutes. So of course this is totally reversible. You know, if you put them on, you don't like them, or if they get damaged, you can always replace them. This isn't a permanent thing. And I'm hoping that I like the way that the silver contrast looks. We'll find out. When you install these, you're supposed to start at the top and work your way around. Alright, I believe 5 minutes has passed. I know 3 minutes at least has passed. It says 3 to 5 minutes. So let's see what kind of fun we can get into here. Alright, so I don't know how well you can see this on camera, but there's a little bit of a lip here that goes over the top of the wheel. Now for me, I think I'm more comfortable applying stuff that direction for some reason. So basically what you're supposed to do is just peel off about 1 inch of the backing to get it started. And then the fun begins. It's a 3M adhesive, so it should be good. Challenging for me to get started. Combination of bad eyes and, I don't know, bad fingernails maybe. Alright, here we go. So you're supposed to just leave the backing kind of hanging, and then you just peel and work like 1 inch at a time, literally is what it says. And the nice thing is because you have this rim up top, you can use it to align the rim guard very easily. Like I saw what's that woman's name as a Tesla channel? Is it Love Tesla or something like that? I saw her put on wheel guards. They were different concept than this, but I think the technique is pretty similar. Like with that one, the first thing you put on had a channel in it, and then you went, after you installed like the base, and then you went back around and you snapped this stuff into the channel, whereas this is just all one thing. And there are cheaper ones that are made out of foam that you can get as well. These are supposedly more durable. As you can expect, they're more expensive as well. Alright, I'm going to have to leave my chair, unfortunately, my old man chair, down here on the ground. I really should have Cindy out here with me. As you saw with the console last week, she likes doing this crap. Peeling, pressing, guiding, and sticking. It's definitely easier doing these top sections. That bottom section, I'm not real happy about, because you can't see the edge as well. Alright, so when you're at this last part here, there's an optional step. They include these caps that you can, they include super glue and caps. You cut this as precisely as possible, obviously. Cut it, stick it in. And you have a little seam there, so if you want to, I hit my head on the bike again, FYI. Put this over here. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Put this little cap on, include the super glue. Just put a little dab of super glue on here, hold it on for 20 seconds, and you're good to go. There we go. Alright, there it is. With my rim blade in place. Kind of working it with my hand. Make sure it's where I want it. When you install this, it says that you're not supposed to drive your car more than 50 miles an hour for the first 24 hours to allow this to really set. So it seems like they're very serious about making sure that the adhesive sets as it should. So that's pretty good. It kind of bridges the gap between the color of the alloy wheel and the tire, really. It does look pretty good. How it'll look once I dress the tire. So I'm going to go do the other tires, and I'll just report back when I'm done, because it's going to be the same procedure, right? So you don't need to watch me do it 3 more times. Silver.
Cool. Sure.
Just an FYI, the first one, it wouldn't be a Duff video unless something was messed up. The first one, I thought I was using the primer pad after I cleaned it, and here I was using another cleaner pad, like an idiot. This is what the primer pad looks like. So this wheel doesn't have the official primer on. So hopefully it sticks, we'll see. But I'll be using it on the other wheels. once I have it on, I've been going around with a paper towel and just pressing, just applying a lot of force here just to really seat it. If you try to do it with your finger kind of sticks to the rim blade. So I found it's easier just to use a paper towel to really lock it on there. Yeah, sort of. That's what it looks like. Looks good. Alright, so there you go. My rim blades are installed. Not perfect, far from perfect. Like as you're going around, you can see that I don't necessarily have it pushed all the, it's not seated the same 360 degrees around. As you're lying on the ground in different positions trying to line it up, you'll find that it's kind of difficult. Again, if I had more patience, probably I could make it look better, but right now it looks fine. Unless you're looking for that stuff and you get up real close, you're not going to notice it anyways, and it's going to serve its purpose. It's going to protect the wheels if I unfortunately would touch a curb. So that's the primary reason to get that. I like the silver color because it's subtle. If you want to make a bold statement, you can get like a real contrasting color like red, for example. I've seen a lot of red ones. But if you're going to do that, you better make sure that it's perfectly straight, or it's going to probably be noticeable. So anyways, I will have a link in the description below where I got the rim blades. And yeah, I think it's cool. It wasn't cheap. Like I said, these are more expensive than the foam type that you can get, which are like single use basically. These supposedly should be able to last even if you would brush a curb more than once. And I think it was 60 bucks, 70 bucks, something like that. I'll put the cost right here. So if you found this video interesting or helpful, please give it a big thumbs up. If this is your first time visiting the channel, please consider subscribing. While you're subscribing, you might as well hit that notify bell. I always forget what side it is. I think this side. Hit that notify bell to be notified of new videos. Feel free to leave your comments, suggestions, ideas, and thoughts below. And that's all I have for you for now. Hope you had a good weekend. And until next time, Duffman out. Of course, Cindy came out and said, "Hey, look, it's not as far in here as there." I said, "Yes, I know. It'll be fine."